I want to show you something you probably have in your kitchen right now. An onion. Simple. Common. But what if I told you there is a specific recipe using this onion that has been shown to have a profound effect on the two biggest health crises facing seniors today? A recipe that helps to control diabetes, clean plaque from your arteries, and protect your heart. I know it sounds too good to be true, but today I am going to share this life-changing recipe with you. However, there is a condition. This recipe will only be revealed in the final moments of our conversation. Why? Because before you learn the how, you must first understand the why. You must first understand the powerful God-given foods that lay the foundation for this healing. Stay with me on this journey, and I promise you the secret you learn at the end will be worth every second.
Doctor, you have certainly captured our full attention. The promise of a secret onion recipe is incredibly intriguing, but I love that you are first asking us to understand the foundation. It truly feels like we are beginning a journey of wisdom. For everyone with us today, I am Sarah, and this is Dr. David Miller, a cardiologist who believes that the most powerful pharmacy in the world is often found right in our own kitchens. Doctor, where does this journey begin?
It begins with the first and most fundamental challenge for so many people over 60, Sarah. Before we can effectively clean the arteries and protect the heart, we must first calm the storm of high blood sugar. The two are deeply, intimately connected. Chronic high blood sugar creates inflammation, and that inflammation is what damages our blood vessels, allowing plaque to build up. So our first step is to bring peace to our blood sugar. This brings me to a patient I've been working with recently, a wonderful man named Samuel. He is 65 years old, and his greatest joy in life is cooking for his family. But he came to me with a heavy heart. He had just received a diagnosis of pre-diabetes, along with warnings about his rising cholesterol and blood pressure. He told me, his voice full of sadness, "Dr. Food has always been the way I show my love. Now I feel like every ingredient is a potential enemy. I'm afraid to even be in my own kitchen."
That is a story I think so many people can relate to. The fear that the very thing that brought you joy now feels like a threat. So for Samuel, and for everyone listening who shares that fear, what is the first step to making peace with food again?
The first step is to understand that we don't need to fear carbohydrates. We need to choose wise carbohydrates. We need to embrace the foods that God designed to give us slow, steady life, giving energy, not a quick, damaging rush. The first of these foods I recommended to Samuel is a breakfast staple, oats. I'm not talking about the sugary instant packets, but simple rolled oats.
What makes oats so special for controlling blood sugar?
It's a special type of soluble fiber they contain called beta-glucans. When you eat oats, these fibers create a thick, gentle gel in your digestive system. I want you to picture this gel acting like a loving sponge. It slows down the absorption of sugar from your meal into your bloodstream. It prevents those dangerous inflammatory spikes. It gives your body a chance to process the energy gracefully. This simple food is one of the most powerful tools for regulating our metabolism. Another wonderful choice is the yam. Unlike a simple potato, the yam is a complex carbohydrate. It digests slowly, providing that stable, prolonged energy that keeps you feeling full and balanced for hours.
That makes so much sense. But what about fruit, doctor? This is a huge point of confusion. So many people with blood sugar concerns are told to be afraid of the sweetness in fruit.
And that fear is often based on a misunderstanding. The wisdom is not in avoiding all fruit, but in choosing the right fruit. Nature is brilliant. In many fruits, the sweetness was packaged with the perfect antidote fiber. Two perfect examples are strawberries and apples. Despite their delightful sweet taste, strawberries have a low glycemic index. This means they do not cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. They are also packed with fiber and antioxidants that protect our blood vessels. Apples are another gift. They are rich in a specific soluble fiber called pectin. Pectin works much like the beta-glucans in oats, forming that gentle gel that slows down sugar absorption. But it is crucial that you eat the apple with its skin, as that is where much of the fiber and the powerful antioxidant quercetin are found.
So it's about eating the fruit as God made it whole and complete.
Precisely. When you eat the whole fruit, you receive all of its blessings without the burden. For my patient Samuel, the first joyful step back into his kitchen was not a complicated one. I simply suggested he swap his usual morning toast for a warm bowl of oatmeal topped with a few fresh sliced strawberries. It wasn't about deprivation. It was about a wise and delicious exchange. He was learning the first principle of using food as medicine.
Thank you, doctor. It is so liberating to know that the path to health can be delicious. I know that for so many of you watching, receiving a diagnosis like pre-diabetes or being told you have high blood sugar can be a frightening and confusing time. If you or someone you love is on this journey of learning how to manage your blood sugar, please type a 1 in the comments below. Let's affirm and support each other in this community. And please take a moment to subscribe. It is a free act of empowerment, ensuring you will always have access to this kind of clear and hopeful guidance from Health Voices. Doctor, it's wonderful and so liberating to know that there are delicious foods like strawberries and apples that can help us balance our blood sugar. But for our friend Samuel and for so many others, the doctor's warning wasn't just about pre-diabetes. You mentioned he was also concerned about his high cholesterol and blood pressure. How do these issues connect? And what are the next foods in this journey of healing?
That is the critical next step in our understanding, Sarah. Think of it this way. High blood sugar is like a constant storm of inflammation raging through your body. And that inflammation is what makes the walls of your arteries damaged and sticky. Then cholesterol, which is just trying to do its job, gets stuck to those sticky walls. And that is how plaque begins to build. So now that we've started to calm the sugar storm with our first group of foods, we can bring in the artery guardians. These are the foods that actively help to clean, soothe, and protect our sacred blood vessels.
The artery guardians. I love that. So what are these powerful protective foods?
We begin with the deep green leafy vegetables. And the king among them is kale. Kale is a true nutritional gem. It is packed with soluble fiber, which works in our digestive system to actively bind to bad LDL cholesterol and escort it out of the body. But its real power comes from a set of antioxidants, particularly compounds like sulforaphane. These compounds are God's gift for detoxification. They help to fight the chronic inflammation that damages our artery walls in the first place. A less inflamed body means cleaner, more flexible arteries. We see similar powerful benefits from its cousin broccoli.
I know many people find vegetables like kale and broccoli a bit tough, or even bitter. Do you have any tips on how to prepare them to get the most benefit and also make them enjoyable?
An excellent question. One of the simplest and most effective ways is to saute them gently with a little olive oil and plenty of fresh garlic. This not only softens them, but also enhances their health properties. Another wonderful way is to blend them into a green juice or smoothie perhaps, with a squeeze of lemon to brighten the flavor. The key is consistency, not quantity. A little bit each day is a powerful investment in your long-term health.
You mentioned garlic. I have a feeling that's another one of our guardians.
It is. Garlic is a perfect example of flavor that heals. We often think of it as just a seasoning, but it is one of the most powerful cardiovascular medicines in nature's pharmacy. Its main active compound, allicin, which is released when you crush or chop, it has been proven in numerous medical studies to have a strong vasodilating action. That means it helps our blood vessels to relax and widen, which directly lowers blood pressure and takes a tremendous strain off the heart. And our final guardian in this group is the walnut. We talked before about its brain-like shape. Walnuts are rich in a special combination of healthy fats, including omega-3s and monounsaturated fats. These fats are the ultimate anti-inflammatory agents for our arteries. They help to make the blood less sticky and reduce the inflammation that allows plaque to form.
So for Samuel, who loves to cook, this must have been exciting news. He wasn't just being told what to avoid, he was being given new powerful ingredients to work with.
That was the turning point for him, Sarah. His fear began to transform into curiosity and creativity. He wasn't just taking bad foods away. He was joyfully adding these good foods in. He started making a simple side dish of kale, sautéed with lots of fresh garlic. He began adding a small handful of walnuts to his salads for a satisfying crunch. He was building layers of protection for his heart, one delicious meal at a time. He was no longer a patient following a restrictive diet. He was a chef creating his own healing. It brings me such joy to see a person rediscover their love for food as a source of healing and strength. For all of you watching and learning with us, if you're still with us, please type a 1 in the comments. And please tell us what city, state, or country you are watching from. It is a true blessing to see our Health Voices community growing around the world.
That is a beautiful transformation. And it all leads up to the final and most exciting part of our conversation today.
Yes, now that we have laid the foundation by balancing our blood sugar and protecting our arteries, our bodies are finally ready to receive the full power of the special recipe I promised. The recipe that brings many of these principles together in one simple, powerful, and delicious preparation.
Doctor, we have journeyed through this landscape of healing foods, learning about the blood sugar balancers and the artery guardians. The foundation has been laid. And now for the moment that I know everyone has been patiently and eagerly waiting for. You spoke of a secret onion recipe, a simple preparation with almost immediate effects. Please, Doctor, share with us this final piece of wisdom.
It is my honor to do so, Sarah, because this isn't my recipe. This is a piece of forgotten wisdom, a simple elixir that our ancestors might have made without even understanding the profound science behind it. It is a testament to the healing power that God has placed in the most humble of vegetables. I call it the healing onion elixir.
It sounds wonderful. Is it complicated to make?
It is beautifully, powerfully simple. Here is what you do. You take one whole onion. A red onion is wonderful for its extra antioxidants, but a yellow one works just as well. You slice it. You take 2 or 3 cloves of fresh garlic and gently crush them. You place the onion and garlic in a small pot with about 2 cups of water. To this, you can add a small pinch of turmeric for its anti-inflammatory power. You bring this to a gentle simmer. Do not boil it hard for about 15 to 20 minutes. The water will take on a golden hue. Then you simply strain the liquid into a warm mug. Before you drink it, you finish with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. That's it.
It sounds so simple, like a comforting, savory tea. What is the science that makes this simple broth so incredibly powerful?
It is the miracle of synergy, Sarah. You are not just drinking onion water. You are creating a potent bioavailable elixir. The onion is packed with a powerful antioxidant called quercetin, which is a fierce protector of our blood vessel linings. The simmering process also releases the onion's sulfur compounds, which have been shown in medical studies to help lower both blood pressure and cholesterol. The garlic, as we know, provides allicin, which helps to relax the blood vessels and improve circulation. The turmeric adds another layer of profound anti-inflammatory action. And the lemon juice at the end provides a dose of vitamin C, another critical antioxidant for protecting our arteries from damage. You are delivering a concentrated dose of these healing compounds directly to your system in a way that is very easy for your body to absorb and use immediately.
So it's a perfect combination of all the principles we have been discussing. What was the impact of this elixir on our friend Samuel?
For Samuel, this became his evening ritual. A warm mug of this broth before he went to bed. He told me it had a calming effect on him, but more than that, he felt like he was actively participating in his own healing. It was the final piece of the puzzle. With the dietary changes we discussed and this daily elixir, his blood pressure and blood sugar numbers began to stabilize more quickly than he or his primary doctor ever imagined. But the greatest healing was in his spirit. He told me, "Doctor, this simple recipe healed my relationship with my kitchen. I am no longer afraid of food. I am a chef of my own health again."
A chef of his own health. That is a beautiful way to see ourselves. Not as patients, but as chefs capable of creating our own healing. This has been an incredible journey, Doctor.
The most important message I want to leave with everyone today is this. Your body has a profound God-given ability to heal. It is never too late. You do not need a complicated, expensive plan. You need simple, consistent, loving choices. The path to health is not found in a pill bottle. It is paved with the humble, powerful foods that have been here to nourish us all along.
Thank you, Doctor, for guiding us on this path with such wisdom and care. To summarize for everyone, we learned about the blood sugar balancers like oats and apples to calm the first storm. We discovered the artery guardians like garlic and kale to protect our cardiovascular system. And finally, we were blessed with the secret onion recipe, a powerful tool to bring it all together. Now we turn to you, our wonderful Health Voices community. Which of these healing foods, or perhaps even the onion recipe itself, are you most excited to try this week? Please share your plans and your own wisdom in the comments below. If this conversation has given you hope and new tools for your health journey, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps this message reach so many others who need it. Please share this video with someone you love. And of course, please subscribe to Health Voices because our mission is to continue bringing you this kind of empowering, life-changing information. Thank you for being with us today.
Be well, be joyful in your kitchen, and trust in your body's power to heal. God bless.
Until next time, take good care.